Well, if you have Medicare, you still have time to select or change your 2017 Medicare plan. Even if you don't have Medicare, you may be helping a parent or grandparent find the right plan for them. Steve Stedman, he's Arizona Sales Director for Humana's Senior Products, and he's here to share some really important information about choosing the Medicare Advantage plan that is right for you. Good to see you again, Steve.
Great to see you, Terry.
Thank you.
Super good to be here.
Yes, I am glad that you're here because I had actually asked a question of you that you said, hey, you know what, that's a good question. Let's bring it up. I'd asked my mom if she was continuing using the current plan that she had, and she says yes. If you're choosing to do that, do you have to go in and select anything?
So typically, let's say someone's on a Medicare Advantage plan and they've been very happy with it this year. Everything's working great. They have their doctors, prescriptions are good. Every year they get what's called an annual notification of change booklet that has any changes that might happen in the plan. So if they review that, if they're happy with that, then they don't really have to do anything.
Okay.
They'll just roll right into the plan starting January 1st.
Okay.
Real simple.
That is really simple. But for those who are needing to select a plan or want to change their plan, first of all, there is a deadline. And what is that deadline?
That deadline is a week from Wednesday, December 7th.
Okay.
I was watching a football game this weekend and I thought, we're at fourth quarter, about the 2-minute warning because it's coming up quick, right?
It is coming up quick.
So,
yes.
And again, every year somebody forgets that date or it slips by. So very, very important. December 7th is the last day to make that selection.
Yeah, and don't wait until the last minute either. Don't be a procrastinator.
Yeah.
So, So, all right, let's talk about some of the options that are available.
Sure.
So give us kind of an idea of what we have to choose from.
Absolutely. And I think that's what's really great for Medicare beneficiaries is there are different choices they can make. So as an example, a Medicare Advantage plan is one way to do it.
Okay.
So typically that's going to have the medical part and the prescription drug MAPD all built into one. Okay, so that's really great. But they might choose to go with what's called a Medigap policy, a MedSup, along with original Medicare, and then put a prescription drug plan with that.
Okay.
So again, we're all different. We all have different needs and what we're trying to take care of. So there are some really great choices out there for them to review and again make that selection before next Wednesday.
Before next Wednesday. We'll keep reminding you of that,
yes.
right? But how do you decide which one might be best for you? There are a lot of options, and you might like a little bit of this one or a little bit of that one. What are some of the self-talk we should be doing or helping somebody else do?
I think the word that comes up for me is reflection. So if I look at my plan for 2016, how has that plan worked for me? What do I have now? How has it worked? Do I like what I have? Are my providers in the network? Prescriptions being handled the way I want? Is there something maybe I'd like to add to it? So again, I just have to do that looking and saying, okay, what do I think might be going on? Or am I okay? Again, do I want to just roll in? Or maybe I want to look at some other plans and see maybe some other options and what they might have to offer.
Yeah, and you've said before too, don't be afraid to ask questions. And if you're looking for a new provider, don't be afraid to go in and visit that provider's office.
I keep talking about that a lot, but I think it's very, very important. Again, we're running out of a lot of time.
Right, to
but
do that,
it's very important to make sure you've got a provider that you're happy with. This is your health. This is my health. It's very important that I take good care of it and that we have a team and we're in this together should something happen.
Yeah, and not only that, really understand what that particular plan you're choosing, what they do and don't provide.
Exactly.
And I mean, even if you do find out at the beginning of this whole plan season, we forget. I mean,
it's a ton of information.
There is a ton of information. How do we keep up with it all?
I think honestly, I think one of the best ways is to have a licensed agent that or broker that you work with, someone you can talk to occasionally. Obviously, this time of year we're going to go over everything and cover the plan, but have somebody you can talk with occasionally and get back with them.
Don't be afraid to ask those questions. I'll tell you what, it's so very important.
Yes, it is.
December 7th, that is the deadline. For more on finding the right care for you or your family, you can contact Humana at 1-800-552-0771, and you can always learn more online. Humana.com/Medicare.